my sleepy bears? My name is Chronically Blue. Welcome back to more Sonic 06. This episode, we are doing Crisis Core, I think is what the name of this one is. I'm not too sure. But, yes, it is a very nice view. Thank you, Sonic. I am just... I'll do my best. I'm happy to be here. Like, I've done a lot. Like, you know when you put off your chores for like 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, and then all of a sudden it's like, hey, we have people coming over, go do your chores. And so then you're like, so you just do it all, and then you're like, oh, sweet goodness, I don't even have the energy to do anything else. And then it's like, oh, hey, by the way, can you do this and this and this? And I'm just like, oh. So I am almost ready to lie down on the floor and just let the cold tile take over my back pain. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know what I'm saying, then you're probably young, which is awesome. I mean, I am also young, but not as young as I used to be. Listen, when you start getting back pain at 23, you're just like, oh no, this is the end. This is it. This is where I start counting my blessings, and I'm like, you know what? Had a good run. Everything went all right. You know, just gotta. People keep like, recently, things been going around about a quarter life crisis, and I'm just like, listen. When you turn 25 and everything hurts and you are like unable to do anything anymore, you're just like, I forget about the midlife crisis. I'm at the quarter life crisis. I'm not even at the quarter of my life yet. I'm just like, I'm ready. I'm ready for bed. Just let me go to sleep at 5 p.m. and wake up at 4 p.m. Like, if I could do that, that'd be fantastic. I've recently been following the Celestial Tea Seasonings TikTok account, which just has a very sleepy bear as a mascot, which is fantastic. I'm like, hey, Celestial Seasonings, want to partner with me? I highly doubt they watch me, but if they do, the offer's always open. I love Celestial Seasoning teas. Anyway, not sponsored, I promise. It's just funny to see another sleepy bear when I myself am a sleepy bear, and I have 100 sleepy bears. That's right. We have recently reached 100 subscribers on YouTube, which is super awesome. I'm so thankful. I made a little post about it on Twitter, and I'm going to make an independent video of itself, so don't you worry about that. But I just truly, for the short-term part, in case you didn't watch the Blue video, I really just want to say thank you to everyone that subscribes and watches the videos, and it really just means a lot to me. The fact that you subscribe shows, hey, you kind of like it, you want to see what's going to happen next. And that's a big deal to me. I really appreciate it. And if I magically go down to like 98 subscribers, you know what? It's okay. Because I reached it the first time, and just getting there in the first place is sometimes the biggest hurdle. Because then you know it's possible. Like, yeah, I made a 35,000-pound sandwich, but then, you know, stuff happened, and now it's just a 14,000-pound sandwich. But I can... Sonic. Listen, I never said that the game was Flame Core. My bad. We're on Flame Core. That's what we're on. But it's just doing a lot. Really, like, it gets to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're just like, wow. And I'm not trying to be negative. In fact, this is about to turn positive. I would do the dishes. I would do the dishes, and I'm just like, wow, that's it. I don't think I can do any more. We dug through a bunch of garbage, did the dishes, cleaned the cat's litter box, fluffed out a tree, got decorations down, and took the garbage out, and I'm just like, sweet goodness. This is like the stuff that I would do in 1 week, all combined into 1 day. And I'm like ready to like stop. So, now that I have done that, I'm just like, you know what? Yeah, I might be tired. Yeah, I don't really want to do it, but I know I can. So I'm gonna Just push through and do it, so that way it's done and I don't have to worry about it later. I wouldn't really say I'm a procrastinator, but there are certain times where I'm like, oh yeah, I'm definitely going to put that off for later. But I'm going to try to be a lot better about that. Especially about YouTube. Even, like, with everything that went on, I'm just like, sweet goodness. I have no idea if I can even have the energy to record the YouTube audio. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do it anyway because my sleepy bears are depending on me. They're counting on me to upload another Sonic 06 episode. And speaking of Sonic 06, well, I guess not speaking of Sonic 06, I just uploaded the Bluey finale, which came out yesterday. If you have not seen that yet, you can go ahead and check that out. If you want to, if you don't want to, that's also fine. But at the end of every single Let's Play, I always show the little teaser trailer for what game's coming up next. And let's just say Sonic's rival is going to be on the channel very, very, very soon. And it's going to be a unique time. And who knows, if they take the exact same amount of time and I finish them both back to back, then maybe I'll decide like, oh yeah, this one's better than this one, or that one's better than that one. I don't know. There's a little funny hee-hoo moment. Speaking of a little funny hee-hoo moment, the creator of the Duck Song, which if you don't know what it is, then that's okay. That's okay. We do not criticize people for not knowing stuff. No, we don't do that here. But it was definitely a part of my life growing up, where like a duck walked up to a lemonade stand and he said to the man running the stand, "Hey, bump, 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 got any grapes?" They made a sequel to it, and it's been a long time since the first video was ever made. And it looks exactly the same, it sounds exactly the same, there's little jingle bells, but my favorite part is how when the duck waddles away, the way that they say Merry Christmas, it just sounds like a complete shoo-in. Just absolutely like last second, but like, then he waddled away, Merry Christmas. This is like very last minute. Like the person that made it was contemplating about including it for the last 10 years, and then all of a sudden they're like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna just do it. And they're like, Merry Christmas. It just sounds so ungenuine that it makes me laugh a little bit every single time I hear it. It's like, Merry Christmas. It just gets me for some reason. I don't know why. But we did finish this level, and you know what? I think it's been a little too long since we've had a cutscene, so why don't we go ahead and see a cutscene. Cut to the scene of the scene being cut. After the golden Soliana emblem. Sorry, medal, not emblem. How dare I? Oh, whatever shall I do? Make more videos. Ah, what a tragedy.
I found a Chaos Emerald.
Don't touch it!
What? What's this?
I wish I knew what it was, but it doesn't tell me. That is one nasty tapeworm. Or is it a flying fish? Oh no, it's Iblis. Of course. How could we not know it's Iblis? Now, we know Silver's been calling Sonic the Iblis Trigger, meaning that Sonic does something to trigger the summonation of Iblis. And we know that Princess Elise has the Flames of Disaster to assist her. And you know what? No matter how many video essays I watch of this game and this story, and how many times I actually play the game, I still don't know what's going on. Like, they try so hard to explain it, but I'm just... Okay, so let me break it down like this. You know when someone starts over-explaining, and they over-explain the over-explanation, to the point where you're just like, can I have someone simplify it for me, please? Like, I know some people are very much like, oh yes, please, I want to understand everything about this. Personally, I'm just like, listen, just tell me that the fish is blue because of the water. That's all I need. Now, I am well-mannered, at least I like to think so, and I'm not going to be like, hey, shut up, I don't care. I'm not going to do that. I'm just like, okay, that's nice. Is there a way you could simplify that for me by chance? That is a lot nicer to say instead of, hey, shut up. Just be like, while I appreciate the information, is there a way you could simplify it for me? Because with all the details, I kind of get lost. So that's a much more simpler, nicer way of putting it. Anyway, away from being nice and over-explaining stuff, how do we fight Iblis, you are asking? That is a question. How we do it is we have to wander around on these little stone pillars, and once Iblis appears, we're just gonna start backtracking a little bit, just a little bit of jumping in order to get away from the projectiles that Iblis is launching at us, until Iblis summons more stone pillars, and then we're going to attack just one purple ball of light, because then Iblis is going to see that light, go after it, just like the Frozen Yeti and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and then we're going to attack Iblis head on, and yeah, and wash, rinse, repeat. Now, once we do it to a certain extent, something does happen, which is a lot different, and a lot, like, it caught me off guard, and was the reason for her death, which is why you might have noticed in between the stages and the parts, and you might see some parts repeating, you'll see that my life counter changes drastically. That just kind of happens. I'm here to make this as enjoyable for you as possible, so I will happily edit out all my deaths. I will speed stuff up if I don't die, because same verse, same as the first. Sorry, second verse, same as the first. It's just wash, rinse, repeat over and over and over again. And I'm just like, listen, you don't deserve to suffer through that. I get to suffer through that. But I have the technology to make it so you don't suffer through that. And that's the part that really matters. Just taking that time and being like, you know what? I wouldn't watch this. Let me go ahead and shrink this down so it's a lot more manageable. Oh no. Oh no. Now, I will say that I'm very much looking forward to Shadow's story. What? You're looking forward to this game? Yes, I am. I am looking forward to Shadow's story because just like a year or so ago, I found out that allegedly I can mimic Shadow's voice. Maybe not super well, but enough to like get the point across. And just the amount of fun I'll have with Shadow making a big deal about stuff is so amazing to me. Like, I cannot stop thinking about all the possibilities of it.
Is that size just for show?
And yes, that was a... Yeah, what's the PG version of this? That was a baseball joke. Yes, that's what we're gonna go with. That was a baseball joke. Yeah. Because even if you have a big baseball bat, that doesn't mean that you're guaranteed to hit a home run. And even if you have a tiny baseball bat, that doesn't mean that you're guaranteed to always miss. Yes. That's how we're gonna make sense of that. Yes. Anyway. We are getting close to the part where Iblis starts shaking things up. It's not now, but it's getting close. So once we put the...
It's coming.
So, again, it's not this... Oh no, it is this part. So, when Iblis' health is very low, it's going to start going through the stuff, and then you gotta dodge and then hit it, like I did. Cause, yeah. You know what? I think it's time for another cutscene. I hope you enjoy it, cause I know I get confused by it. Play that cutscene. Never mind, it's the results screen. That's how great we are. We don't know what's coming up next, but that's okay. You know why? Because tomorrow I'm going to be recording lots of more footage, and it's going to be live commentary.
No problem.
It won't be a problem, Sonic. That's why. It's live commentary. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be more focused, and I am excited for it. I just had to do a lot of post-commentary because just a lot of stuff happening this week. This week and last week. But thankfully, it is calming down. I know, getting to the busiest time of year, but I'm saying it's calming down. It's calming down for me personally.
Chaos control!
I don't know why Shadow looked back. I think he just likes being a drama queen. I think that's it.
Ow!
Looks like we made it back in one piece.
Where did Shadow and Rouge go? Did they appear someplace else?
Those two can take care of themselves.
So that newspaper said Daily Soriana, as in Soreanna. Was it meant to be called Soriana, and then they changed it to Soliana? I never noticed that before. You know what? That's what happens when you watch the cutscenes for once. It makes you notice stuff, and you're just like, wait a minute. Oh, that's supposed to be right. But as much as I would love to go through and show you... ooh, we have the bounce bracelet, which allows you to bound jump. This lets you jump to higher places and attack below you. You know, like the bounce bracelet from Sonic Adventure 2. It's not great. It is just okay. It will be exclusively situational. Don't you worry. You think we're actually going to use this? No. We're going to use it to cheese a lot of the enemies, but that's about it. But me being the big Sonic 06 fan that I am, there's no way that we could end the video other than one of the most infamous glitches that is just beautiful. It is fantastic. It is lovely. If you know what I'm talking about, then this is already a little familiar to you. But if you don't, I'm going to go ahead and explain it a little bit. What you got to do is you got to take these steel crates, steel, quote unquote, and get them separated, and then start doing that little, like, self-kick slide thing attack. Which you do just by standing in one place, not pressing anything, and then pressing the X button. By doing that, for some reason, it increases the height of the box, which makes no sense whatsoever, but it just does. It just does. And if you do it perfectly, where it is perpendicular to the ground, then you can just keep doing it until you go up into the sky. And that, again, it doesn't kill you. It just looks really funny. And that's the part that we are trying to do here. And what if I told you we were successful? Now, I did not know the specific placement. I just tried it a few times, and then it worked. So I'm moving the camera here so you can see the out of bounds for it all. And I forgot if this was A+ start or Sky? Was it Sky? Oh, I'm trying to remember his name now. Oh no, what is his name? It's sweet goodness. He did the he did the randomizer. You know what? I'm gonna find him. Link to the video to the description. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you all next time. Goodbye, my sea bears.